Hey, you guys, welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap channel where we talk everything soaps, Young and the Restless, and the Bold and the Beautiful. And we have breaking news for the week of May 23rd, actually, for today, episode of the Bold and the Beautiful for May 23rd. But we're going to talk about this. We are shocked, we are amazed, we are excited, and a lot of us are happy as fans about this breaking news. But before we jump into this, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. If you like the video, smash that like button and drop a comment down in the comment section below. So I'm not going to waste any more time with this intro. Let's jump into this breaking news. So, as you checked out that thumbnail, our great Dr. Finnegan is alive. Yes, he is. We saw in an episode today where Lee, his adopted mother, has been acting really weird, especially with the conversation that she had today with Steffi. And, Steffi was trying to prepare for a memorial service and everything. And Lee was like, nope, I'm going to take care of anything that got to do with my son. And she just walked out. And so, of course, both Steffi and Taylor were looking like, what the heck is going on with Lee? I'm picking up a weird vibe when it comes to her. What is really going on? So we finally got to see what was going on back at the place where Lee is. And where was Lee? She was with our boy John Finnegan. She was nursing him. Obviously, it looks like she's doing a good job because everything with his vitals are all looking good. So even though I don't know if he's in a coma, we obviously would have to wait and see. But look like our boy John Finnegan is alive, 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 alive. So I think the only thing is the conversation with Steffi and Lee today was the fact that Steffi had let her know that Sheila was the one who shot her son. Because at this point, even though she's nursing him back to health, she is a doctor herself. He didn't know that Sheila was the one that was pulling the trigger. Now, here's my interesting thoughts when it comes to these two. Why is Lee keeping this such a big secret? I mean, it's been informed that, of course, with the conversation that Steffi had with Lee, that Sheila is in jail right now. So it's got to be more to Lee wanting to keep this whole thing private, especially even from his own wife. Maybe she ain't as keen on the Foresters as, maybe the Foresters thought she was. Maybe she's kind of like, you know what, my son don't need to be in no parts of none of this drama. I mean, it seemed like she got along well with Steffi, but why would she keep that a secret? I mean, even from her own grandson. You know what I'm saying? So, because at this point, they have told everybody, Hayes, of course, Hayes don't know what's going on, but Hayes and, Steffi's other daughter, everybody knows the news that Sheila was behind it and that they're thinking that Finn is gone. So why is she hiding this? What's next in this storyline? In this regards on why she's keeping it a secret from his own wife. Now my question is, when it comes out that she knew, uh, my thing is that Steffi gonna be pissed, you know, because she's been grieving hard. And I mean, I think it would have made the healing process because she was shot. I think it would have made the healing process that much easier knowing that even though he may not be able to talk or speak or do anything, that at least he's still alive, So I'm curious to find out what Steffi and even some of the Foresters are going to think when they find out Lee kept this secret from Steffi. you know. But I'm just happy to find out that, of course, our man John Finnegan is still alive. He is back on the show. Now, here's a backstory because the thing is that a lot of people wasn't happy about the fact that Finn was killed off the show, right? So, from what I understand, is that the fans made such a stink about the fact that now Steffi had a whole new man. They were sick and tired of the whole struggle fiasco between Steffi and Hope and Liam, that it was nice to have a very attractive doctor as a husband for Steffi, who, for a long time really never had a long term relationship. I mean, it was off and on. It was riddled by scandal and things when it came to Bill and Hope and all of this stuff. So it was nice to have somebody from the outside come in. And so they brought him in and killed him off. People were pissed. So I think a lot of the fans had a lot to do with this. To keep the fans happy, they needed to bring Dr. John Finnegan back, and we have Finn again. So it definitely was a shock to us. I find it also interesting that I listened to a live Q&A that both Kimberly Brown did, and also the young lady who plays Taylor. And one of the questions was asked to Kimberly Brown is Finn coming back? And she was like, unfortunately, Finn is dead. Now, I don't know if she was saying there was a cryptic answer. So a lot of people was like, well, if Kimberly Brown behind the scenes know what the deal is, then maybe it's true. Well, obviously, he was keeping it a secret because I would think they would know, because they're filming weeks in advance, right? So I'm just happy that, it's a situation where, we actually have Finn back and that, um, we can see him on the screen. I'm just curious to find out what's next. What do you guys think is next in regards to this whole thing? Do you think that the Foresters are going to be pissed off about all of this, or do you think that Steffi is going to be pissed off about all of this, and what happens next? I honestly believe that there's something with Lee that she feels some kind of way to keep this such a big secret away from his own wife. She probably don't want anything right now to do with anything Forrester related. Ever since this man has come into the Forrester fold, it's been nothing but issues, and especially with Sheila coming on board. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there was, and from before, most people were like, well, what did he do? There was a whole thing because of Steffi sleeping with Liam. So there is a question, about who was the father of Hayes, and come to find out it was Hayes. But I mean, any mom standing out looking is like, oh my God, you know what? I wish my son had nothing to do with any of this nonsense because Steffi did. She was involved in that whole thing with Liam, you know. The other thing is, who's to say that Lee isn't happy about Steffi's interaction in that alley? I mean, I just told you guys about the Q&A that happened with, both the actresses that play Taylor and Sheila. They blame Steffi's behavior, and they're looking at it from the script. That's the whole situation should have been de-escalated. I was shocked by that because I didn't know what they were going to say, but the actresses actually thought that it was Brooke and Steffi's fault with this whole thing that led up to the shooting. Now, of course, Diane, of course, Sheila pulled the trigger, but Thomas kept the secret. Brooke kept poking the bear. You don't mess with a monster. And then in that alley, when she found out the information about Brooke's sobriety, that was her key to get the French toast out of there. And I've already talked about that in my previous video, so I'm not going to rehash that. So I'm wondering if Lee is feeling some kind of way about that too. And that would make a very interesting storyline because there's got to be interesting how Steffi's going to feel that she kept that from her during this time and how she was hurting and grieving and stuff. She don't want her son in any parts of this drama of nonsense that's going on and encircling the camp of the Foresters. So, hey, I don't blame her. So, I wanted to share this with you guys. I know if you just saw the episode, you know what I'm talking about. Our boy Finn is alive and look like he's doing pretty well, like I said, according to the vitals. So we'll have to stay tuned to see what's next. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Bye.